Guys, Friday. What are we looking at today? We are looking at Hoppy Sour EQUINOX. This is a sour blonde ale aged in oak barrels and dry hopped with EQUINOX. Alcohol percentage is 7% on this one, and the cap looks something like that. It's one of those days going in full brown dick. I think it's been a while since I've used the brown dick. I'm sure it's feeling neglected. Steve, Travis, when you notice a lag in my response in getting back to you, Travis is trying to convince me to get a 10 power scope for the BMG. Maybe it's just having the extra power, or maybe talking to the guys out at Sniper's Hide. Granted, a lot of them did not use the full power of the scope. I ran across Team JP Enterprise. Man, I would have known there was some shizats on the bottom of this. I would have given a little shake before we opened it. And he said the most used power that he was using, at least on the course that day, was 16. I mean, having that extra power is fine when you are dealing with something known, like bench resting, and you're trying to hit, I'm trying to hit my steel plate at 1,000 yards. Then I don't see what the issue would be there. But 10 power, I don't know, that just seems awfully lame for shooting at something at 1,000 yards. At 25, where I think the JP, that is a Bushnell, by the way, because I know I cheated. I looked at a couple of the comments, and some of you have had issues, was it Brad, with Bushnell, and it seems like guys had a lot of good things to say about Bushnell through a certain time period, and then there was some shit ones. Well, I can tell you, I don't know who makes their Tactical Elite series, but there's a big difference between the Tactical Elite series and the rest of their lineup. For starters, if you have a problem with a Tactical Elite, there's live people you can talk to. The rest of it, you're just supposed to fill out some paperwork. Well, I didn't do that with the Millet. But there is still that thing. If you broke one in under 30 rounds, and then you broke another one in under 30 rounds, I'm not sure you have to be a rocket scientist. I mean, was anybody going to be surprised if when the new one comes, if it doesn't make it past 30 rounds? Okay, well, it looks really weedish. Well, it has a, definitely you can tell the sour, kind of a tropical fruit, JD, sour. Tropical fruitish. It's tropical fruit smelling, JD. Cheers, guys. Again, if you got this and went, ooh, it's sour, well, it says sour right on the bottle. You get that sour up front, then I kind of get a banana, mango, like passion fruit. It's full disclosure, there was something else moments before in this glass. The other, picked up some review stuff and some pleasure beer. The other night, my eldest daughter drove up here from the cities, and we had dinner, and I had some stuff from another one of my favorite local breweries, Castle Danger. You can actually find Castle Danger on a map, just north of us. And not the Keyport, but Super One Liquors, and they had, what was it, 6 or 7 different varieties. So I grabbed 6 packs. I could have got individuals, but everything I've had so far from Castle Danger has been awesome. So you get the sour, and it's sour followed by kind of a sweet, those sweet fruits. Then there's a little almost biscuity, like a biscuity caramel at the end. It's not bad, but I like the sours. Now, if it was one of those, those questions where you could never get anything again other than whatever you pick right now, would I want to end out the rest of my beer drinking days with something like with a sour? No, it's just kind of a cool change of scenery. So my brother-in-law is probably going to be stopping over because I left a note on his truck. Got a little delivery. It's actually 2 deliveries in today. But these things are just so big they just look ridiculous. 670 grains BMG 50 projectiles. So I picked up 100 to keep them busy for a little while. So yeah, get the scope sent in and get that fixed and back on it. Waste some more time and ammo. Bummer. Sighting it in again. Yeah, it's light. Again, you'd have to like the lambic, the sour style beers. Before we get, this isn't going to be a long one. Got to get some stuff taken care of before the big blog radio show tonight with my guest, John Solar. So, ripping through the comments, McLean 5179 got the coveted first slot. Did I win or what? No. Steve Bush, 54 minutes, son of a bitch. Guess I better tell management that I have the shits tonight so I can watch all of this. Yeah, I'll thumbs that up. Cadillac V, third. Meal Team 66, 666. Multi-Gunman, take that thermometer and what? DJ Alkaline 1. About the only red dot that mounts low enough is the primary arms one, or a Bushnell TRS-25, unless you want to spend the cash for an Aimpoint H1. I was running the primary arms micro dot on that one, and it works very well. See, thank you, Travis. But if you got to the point where I said, I don't really want to do that, I like the open sights, or I want it to be vintage. So stick your red dot up your ass. DJ Alkaline 1, call me tomorrow if you get a chance, and we'll talk about the millet. Yeah. Bulwark, Trump is roasting Hillary on June 13th. Bring popcorn. Also, Joey Cuz, Rock Island makes a single and double stack version of the $10 1911. You know, I sort of know this because I have one of them. Cadillac V, I myself was looking into the Condor modular plate carrier just in case. I'd slap this on and go shooting just to get the feel of it and get that prepared. Yes. Thanks for the FR on FB and BTW. And yes, you're welcome. Trees blowing. Pizza never looked so good. Never Hillary. Yeah, never Hillary. So I was wearing my Hillary for Prison shirt, and a woman at the hardware store looks at me and goes, "Oh, I thought that said Hillary for President. Hillary for prison. I don't get it." And I go, So you don't follow the news? I mean, I realize in the liberal media, a lot of the law, the law breaking that she doesn't really get reported. I mean, you know, the people she's responsible for getting murdered in Benghazi. Maybe there's all the Hillary Foundation, you know, the Clinton Foundation, and all the fraudulent, you know, money that they're taking that way. You know, maybe you should do a little research before you put the least deserving. I mean, the fact that she's under criminal investigation. Hey, good job, Obama. There's a first. You endorsed someone under federal investigation for fraud. Joey Cuz, that chick better be careful. She may get some hot pepperoni in her cleavage. Or something else. Ed, here. That's awesome. Good job, Ed. Nick, the whole offer of the 600 horsepower Trans Am in exchange for Samantha's hand in holy matrimony. I notice how you didn't say you rejected it. So it looks like everything is literally up for grabs. Mind you, I'd sell my wife for a... You would not sell your wife for a Klondike bar. Actually, might have to throw a Walther in as well. Okay, that's different. Hazman smells like grape skins. Grape, not four. You know, a grape. If you were to peel a grape and like chew on it, it's, you know, different. You know, it's like chewing on an orange peel versus the orange. You know, it's just more. Whatever. Just drink your beer and enjoy the sun. And you know where and you know where how many? Well, never mind. Tardisius, pizza, damn right, sir. More cowbell. Joey Cuz, I have another one for you. You're a fan of Dogfish Head Brew, right? Yeah. Which is your favorite Dick bottle opener to use? The black one. You know, it feels more natural to have a large black dick in my hand, and it's just. Joey Cuz, it's a better thing I didn't wait for your answer. I mean, what do you want? If you want it that fast, text me. because it took too long and the SIG 220 would have been gone. So you got the SIG 220? Is that what you're getting at? Nick, you. I think you said it before, probably one of the chats, probably months or many beers ago. Tequila is my arch nemesis. I drink that shit and I go full 180 snake eyes. Last time I blacked out, and that's my story and I'm sticking with it. Some asshole broke a beer bottle on the back of my head, and I punched his ugly mug over a set of bar tables. That's what people tell me, so my story, and I'm sticking with it. So no fermented cactus juice for me, thanks. Been off it for 15 years and not touching it again. Okay. I like tequila. Nick, no anger issues here. Well, no more than any other person that thinks of themselves. If the myth is true, too bad libtards can't make like lemmings. Oh, I'm sure this will be awesome. My hollow point. I've told you before that botan is a word. Okay. Pop's Quest gift will help you fulfill your duties as mag loader boy at all of the shoots. That's fine. Tip with beer. Sue those sewer people the same time you sue the scope people. I'm not suing Bushnell. So far, they've always treated me well. When I found some debris, which is kind of concerning that you're going to find debris in an $1,800 scope, but when I called them, they had a return label here in 2 days. Basically, I put the thing in the mail on a Friday and I had the scope back. I had a brand new scope on Wednesday. And they also I didn't have an issue with the first millet. And of course I'm going through a guy instead of just an automated system. So this time I'm sure it'll go even faster. So now your pay comes in a form of checks. Well, a lot of customers don't usually just hand you a bag full of money, Chuck. Yeah, usually it's a check. Can't make it home on payday with cash still in your pocket. Yeah, actually I usually always do, because I put a lot of cash in my pocket. Good luck with Bushnell. I warned you years ago. God, I miss Chuck. Maybe you get a cheaper scope for short-range shooting. Well, the whole spile money. The whole thing with the BMG is distance. That's the whole goal, is distance. Granted, in case I'm not sure if I mentioned it, I think I did mention it. My ballistic software shows the drop at 535 yards for a 308 and a BMG 50 is almost identical. Gravity's a bitch, ain't it? Mr. Bullet Points. Probably. Time is it? Might be able to get this brew review up before the show. I'm trying to think of something that I'd like to hear you say out loud when you read the comments. How about Hold Me Chuck? See, I'm okay with that. Hold me, Chuck. Rub it right there, Chuck. Swallow that, Chuck. I can, that all works. Spec Ops 56, sir. I'm behind on a few of your reviews. I like your reviews. And it's usually some pretty good beer, unless of course Glock Guy sends it to you. Sounds like beer that would go great with pizza and cleavage. I probably don't need to tell you this, but most beers go good with pizza and cleavage. I think. Hornet Fixer, dick fur. What's a dick fur? Brad. I've had 2 Bushnell scopes and a Bushnell rangefinder, and they have all been garbage. No more Bushnell for this guy ever. Well, you guys probably know that, like I said, it's the Bushnell. It's the Bushnell Tactical Elite with the Hortus H50. I don't remember if it's the 58 or the 59 reticle system in it, and I like the turrets. I like the way the zero reset is. You know, funny that I don't like the way that the reset the knobs once you get it zeroed in for 100 yards, because then you just use dope after that. Like for instance, if I was shooting at the 535 yard plate with the millet, I'd come up 59 clicks for 535 yards off of zero. That's like, what is that, like 18 inches? Granted, like I said, I had this conversation with the JP guys, you know, out at the Sniper's Hide thing. Most I would say 75 to 80% of everybody that I saw out there competing was running the Vortex, the HD, Razor Gen. Most of them look like they were Gen 2s. But granted, a large percentage of those people, you know, were given a $2,300 scope so that they could compete with it. You know, and the reason this came up is, once again, you know, I was like, you know, my scope goes to 23 and those go to 25. And the Team JP guys said, you know, it's hype. You know, it's like, he just told me that he thought that the glass in my Bushnell Tactical Elite was actually was better glass than what's in the HD Razor. I don't know if that's true or not, but I really like the reticle setup on it. Some people will look through it and say it's way too busy, but it gives you the ability to either use dope or use the reticle. And my ballistic software will give you, like I said, 59 clicks for 535 yards, or shows me exactly where to hold, which is between the 4 and the 5 on the reticles inside. Steve Bush, fuck. They should take the scope back and give you a fucking way upgraded one. Like, fuck. You've wasted so much cash on ammo to sight it in just for it to break. Sort of, yeah. Okay, that rounds that out. Again, thank you guys for the comments, except for Chuck. I always find them fascinating. Just fascinating. Sour EQUINOX. I'm guessing that the Equinox, the hops is what gives it that really nice malty bready biscuit part. So if that's the case, then I'm all for them using that. My sticker's all messed up here. We'll get it there. Where would I put this on the old E-scale? Farm to barrel, 7% sour blonde ale aged in oak barrels. Yeah, I guess there's a little bit of an oakiness there. I think it'd be like the other one. I think I'd give her an 8.5. What should we look at tomorrow? Good question. What should we look at tomorrow? It's also from Almanac. What do I have that's not from Almanac? Alpine Beer Company, Nelson, Golden Rye, India Pale Ale. Take a look at this one tomorrow. Best by June 16th, so we still have a little bit of time on this one. Oh, we got so much information, there has to be an alcohol percentage on here. And yes, there is, 7%. So let's take a look at this one tomorrow. Otherwise, I think I'm going to make an attempt to get this one uploaded before Blog Radio. And I look forward to hopefully talking to some of you guys tonight. And hopefully have a lively conversation with my man, John Solar. So, cheers guys, and remember, drink responsibly. If you're going to have a drink, call Samantha. I'll have her come pick you up. See you guys tomorrow.